Yo, it's Brian here. Well, the game is over now between the Niners and the Packers, and boy, did the Niners dominate all day. 37-8, Sunday Night Football. All those people are saying, oh, the Niners, they haven't played anyone. They played all weak teams. Well, there you have it right here. Sunday Night Football showcasing the Niners as one of the best teams in the NFL, and I think they did show that definitely against the Packers. I mean, as I tell you, the score 37-8. Absolute domination on both sides of the ball, especially on defense. Aaron Rodgers just could not get anything going, and I don't know what else to say. I mean, if I had to give a grade, hands down for the Niners defense, I would give them an A+ because they wouldn't budge anything for Rodgers. They sacked him 5 times in this game. Nick Bosa and company were able to do a great job. DJ Jones, especially on the inside with DeForest Buckner, wow, it was just awesome. Fred Warner definitely setting the tone in the game, and I thought it was pretty much over by then. I know it was really early on, but to be able to strip sack Aaron Rodgers and then Nick Bosa, I think was able to pick it up on the 2-yard line, on their 2-yard line, and then Jimmy Garoppolo to a 2-yard touchdown to Tevin Coleman on a run play. I thought it was pretty much, setting the tone for the game, and the Packers, they never recovered it, essentially. So, yeah, I mean, everyone on national television was able to see the Niners defense play, and they just absolutely dominated. So, yeah, the 49ers, they're for real, and I think a lot of people know that by now. So, people wanted to really see how the Niners were when they were playing real teams, I guess. I mean, we played the Rams, the Panthers, I would call them a real team back in those days, and now the Packers. I mean, I can't really say anything else. And then they still have a tough road with the Baltimore Ravens and New Orleans Saints, but, I mean, for this game, for an 8-2 team, now 8-3, I thought, this is going to set the tone for the rest of the season. So, a lot to go with for this game. I mean, I could talk a lot more about this matchup between these two. What to talk about. It's just a lot to talk about. I talk about the defensive line, talk about the linebackers with Fred Warner, the defensive backfield. They did a fantastic job. Jimmy Ward, I have to give him props. I got to apologize as well for having some trash talk to him, for his whole career, but now he has showed out and showing up, and I really am appreciative of what he's done for the 49ers all season long. So I guess everyone in San Francisco was wrong about him, but I guess 5 years into his career, I'll take being late than never. So definitely Jimmy Ward deserves his credit. Richard Sherman and company, they did a great job. With Keller Witherspoon, Emmanuel Mosley, those guys, they balled out as well. K1 Williams. I mean, every player I mentioned, they all deserve high props for this game because they just absolutely dominated Aaron Rodgers and company. Aaron Jones wasn't able to get anything going. The offensive line was just pounded by Bosa and company. So for the whole defense, absolute domination from all the way from the first quarter to the end of the fourth quarter. Some other things to note: that the 49ers defense, they didn't allow a third down conversion, which was amazing. They've been really good on third down defense. I think that's the biggest thing that's really good about this defense is, they won't budge at all on third down. And I think the Packers attempted 3 fourth downs, and they were only successful in 1 attempt, which I think that led them to a touchdown. So other than that, I mean, the Niners defense, they don't budge at all. That's all I have to say. And offensively for the 49ers, I can't really say anything else. Jimmy Garoppolo had a great day, 2 touchdowns. Tevin Coleman had a touchdown as well. I think they were to George Kittle, who was completely open, and he saw that play really well. Deebo Samuel had a touchdown early on as well. Raheem Mostert got a touchdown. I mean, everybody was having a day, just like the game against the Panthers. So, I mean, this was a very similar performance, but the difference is, quote unquote, the Packers are the better team than the Panthers. And actually, they are, because they play them head to head, and the Packers won the game in Lambeau Field. So, yep. I mean, 49ers, dominant win, 10-1, still first in the NFC, first in the NFC West. We have to win every game as much as possible because Seattle, they did come off their win against the Philadelphia Eagles, and we have to keep up with them, because if we lose one game and Seattle wins one game, then we are going to be behind a little bit in the NFC West and in the whole NFC in general. So we have to win as many games as possible, and hopefully with the Ravens and Saints, we can eke out wins both games as well. And I think this game against the Packers can reassure everyone in San Francisco, from the organization all the way to us fans, that they can win any game, they can do whatever they want, and so far they've been able to do whatever they want. This is a special year, in my opinion, especially on defense. I think Robert Saleh has this team in the right direction. Kyle Shanahan as well. Offense, everything is clicking, and the good thing about this game as well is nobody got injured from any accounts that I've seen in the game. So that's an amazing thing. George Kittle was able to have an instant impact for us coming back, and hopefully he has an impact against the Ravens. So yep, overall grade A plus. I mean, when you win 37-8 against a pretty good team, in my opinion, in the Green Bay Packers, you deserve a big victory, and hopefully they celebrate this win for the rest of the next couple of days before they have to prep for the Ravens, who they play tomorrow night against the LA Rams. So I'll be watching that. I'll still have my edge-to-edge videos out tomorrow for the Ravens because, for me, in my opinion, I don't really want to take into account too much of last week's game or the whole season, because I look at it every time I do a prediction, what have you. I had to look at each team. They're coming into the game 0-0. I know that's kind of weird to think about that, but every game is different and anything can happen. I mean, you look at the New York Jets and Oakland Raiders. I thought that was a pretty big upset when the Jets beat the Raiders. Some of you guys might disagree, but the Raiders were coming in hot and the Jets were kind of dead in the water, and they just destroyed the Raiders. So anything can happen in football. Every time a new game happens, like for instance, Niners and Ravens next Sunday, 0-0, both teams are coming in, and whoever wins it, it's gonna be 0-1 and 1-0 against each other, and that whole week. So that's my opinion there, and yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. So absolute dominant victory. Kyle Shanahan, Robert Salah, all the players on offense and defense, the special teams, they did awesome. And yeah, I'm gonna end the video right here. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Go Niners all day, and enjoy this win, Niner faithful. I'm pretty sure all you guys that are watching, you guys are going to be enjoying this win for the rest of the night. I have to go to work tomorrow morning around 4, but I really don't care. When you get victories like this, you really don't care if you have to go into work and what have you. So definitely, I'm going to be enjoying this win for the rest of the night. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for edge-to-edge videos against the Baltimore Ravens. Good night, y'all. Love y'all.